Basement on the Road. Here we go.
Welcome to the basement. You've been invited, get excited, go baby.
There comes a time in every generation where a leader must rise to meet the needs of that hour. And I believe it's taken radical measures to reach a radical generation. You were made for such a time as this. So people ask me all the time, Matt, what is your schedule like? What is it really like? Well, we get prepared for Tuesday night, the basement, and then usually on Wednesday, I travel and I hit 3 cities a week. This week in particular, I'm about to head to Texas, and then I'm gonna go to Colorado, and then I'm gonna go to Kansas City, and then I've gotta fly back to do the basement service on Tuesday. That is usually what the week's like. If you don't believe me, take a look at this. Is everybody having a good time? Traveler.
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
David Crowder Band and Everything Glorious, 93.7 WDJC. Good afternoon, 10 minutes after 12, lunch hour underway, and as anticipated, what's up?
You know what's up. It's the Ronnie Bruce and Matt Pitt show for the lunch hour.
Matt Pitt, it's kind of like babysitting when Matt's in here. It's amazing. The guy's just bouncing off the ceiling.
Yeah.
You guys worship extreme.
We do. It's a bit radical. I think this generation really just wants to give God their all. You know, it says there's going to be a great falling away in the last days, and the hot will be hot and the cold will be cold. And man, if there's anything I'm seeing, that people are just absolutely passionate about their God. Now, worship's not about a song or a certain style. We know that. But I'm telling you, I'm seeing a generation that is just so hungry for the things of God, the Word of God. I mean, anything that they can do to get a hold of Him, it's totally extreme. They're so radical at whatever they do that if they're ever turned on to Jesus, man, they will set the world ablaze. This is the generation. I mean, you got to think, I don't want to take anything away from Paul or Moses or any guys of the faith, but Jesus didn't save them for the very end or near the end. People always laugh and they go, the end, what do you mean? Well, I'm saying, well, dude, we're one day closer. Whether I am to go to eternity or eternity's to come to me, we're one day closer. And this generation is the generation that is so radical. They called them the nameless, faceless generation, the Generation X and all this mess, because I'm telling you, they will get so crazy and radical about their Jesus that if you ever get God and that Word implanted inside of them, they will turn their world upside down. I'm seeing it live right now across the country. It ain't just in Birmingham, it's everywhere. People say, well, the Christian thing ain't the thing to do. Right now it is, man. I'm telling you, states are increasing with Christianity. It is blowing up right now. I mean, people just getting connected to Christ in ways I cannot even tell people. I just left Saturday. They had 67,000 people in a field worshiping God called Creation Fest. I got to hang out with Casting Crowns. We were just talking about, me and Mark, and man, there's a generation that is getting turned on by the things of God right now, and they are hungry for them. And so if you're a mom or dad out there and you say, well, that's not my kids right now, it seems like they've turned opposite. Let me remind you, Acts 16 verse 31 says, if you believe on Jesus Christ, you and your whole household shall be saved. And I'm telling you, there is faith coming. God is moving, and I believe a generation is waking up, and I call it a sleeping giant, because once it gets up, you're talking about Jesus coming back.
Turn sideways, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, we're about to leave Birmingham to go to Texas. Basement on the Road.
New haircut.
We're starting out with the Flow Hawk haircut. That's how we be doing it.
Yeah.
What's up? It's your boy Matt Pitt. We just landed in Texas. It is 11 p.m. I am exhausted. We got to wake up tomorrow morning. We're going to be on TV. I hope you're watching. And then we got a conference tomorrow night here in Texas, and it's going down. We're about to preach the gospel here in Texas. Get ready to watch. Basement on the Road.
I'm away. I ride home every day, and I see you on the TV at night.
Don't mind riding the bus. Don't mind taking the train. Don't mind wearing walking shoes and running through the rain.
Makeup, everybody.
Tell him, bro, what's going on. So you just got makeup.
My boy Pitt, ain't they look pretty? Just got some makeup. Big day.
They cover up the bags under my
Can't tell
eyes.
he's tired now. It's pretty awesome. You Guess you gonna put some lipstick on.
I want to get that joint. Bro, we better do it, ain't it? I'm about to go on TV this morning. You better wake your mom up. We're gonna be all over the world. Unbelievable. Dude, this is the hottest I've ever been in my whole.
Your breath in this heat's killing me.
I'm hot.
Yeah, this is kind of the vaccine area.
This week I'll do 3 different type of events. Like every event's different. Like I just can't explain it. You know, you have to step in different arenas in the different worlds of Christianity, and it's all one Jesus, you know, but different flavors, you know, and so it's a challenge. It's kind of crazy, you know. I want to find the prodigal and get him back home. At the same time, I want to take the brother who's been sitting there his whole life and commission him to change the world. And that's my job, is finding the prodigal, because I can mingle with him. Me and him understand each other. Our lingo is just alike. And the brother, I've been him. I've sat in church my whole life and never done nothing for Christ. So how do we get him to act? And so I just want them both to know the heart of the God, both the heart of God, and that is that he loves them. And he wants to throw a celebration. He wants to throw a party for both of them. And that was something today I was thinking in my mind. Sometimes when I come to these events, I think like all the different people they use, the different speakers, and how much they know about God and His Word. And sometimes I just get insecure because I'm like, well, man, I don't know all that. I don't know as much as all these guys, a lot of these guys know. But God will always remind me that I didn't call you to be some scholar. You were a learning disability kid. Come on, dude. I called you because you radically love me, and you'll get out there and be a nutcase and catch somebody for me, you know? And so, but sometimes I get like intimidated, or like, oh man, these guys, they've been studying for 40 years, you know, or 20, 30, it seems like they know so much. And you know, I'm over here and I got like a pictorial Bible. I'm like having to see the characters in the Bible just to understand it. But somehow he still uses people that nobody else thinks he could use. I don't know, I guess. I don't know why he does it with me. So, we're in Dallas, Texas at Heartland Church, about to do a conference called Collision. And I'm going on in about 5 minutes. And to be honest with you, I don't fully even know what I'm gonna talk about tonight. But I do know this, that a lot of people are gonna get saved, and we're gonna send a lot of people out to fulfill the Great Commission. So it's coming, get ready.
I'ma give you 5, I'ma give you 4, I'ma give you 3, 2.
Habakkuk 1:5 says, look at this. Look around and be amazed. For I am doing something in your day that people would not even believe if you told them about it. God is always looking around. God is always finding somebody. You say, like, give me an example. Let's talk about Moses, a murderer, but yet leads 2 million people out of slavery and captivity. Let's talk about Jonah. He didn't even want to answer the call of God. Ends up leading one of the greatest old-time revivals we can even talk about. Let's talk about Esther, one woman who saved the entire Jewish nation, a woman who stand firm, who stand firm. She shook it. What's up? We just landed here in Colorado. It's Thursday, right?
Friday.
It's Friday. We just landed in Colorado. We're about to kick off at the Desperation Conference. I just met a youth pastor in the airport, and I just want you to hear what he's saying. Come here and tell him, what has God done since he has applied some principles the basement is doing?
So we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We went to the basement a little over a month ago, and they gave us some principles on loving people and loving God and all this stuff. And in the last month, we've grown by about 100 students, maybe 110 students on average.
In a month, grown 100 students. Basement, that's what you're doing. We're impacting the world. We're going after Jesus, and we're bringing him back. Here we are in Colorado. It's going down.
Yes.
Bless you. one of the youth pastors that fly from all over the country to be at Desperations Conference. This is just a personal friend of mine from Birmingham, which leads one of the largest youth ministries in the country. Tell them more what Desperations meant to you and just being a part of this whole experience. What happens?
The entire experience is incredible. David and the whole team has set up just a culture of really living out holiness, godliness, based on prayer, man, and it's changed our entire ministry.
Let's get into it. Get stoned. Get it started. Get it started. Get it started. Let's get it started.
But I want to tell you this, it's an insult to God to think your sin is greater than his mercy. And I remember sitting there in that basement, I said, God, I know I look like a mess, and my mom and dad, the guy I despised for his addiction, man, he knelt his knee down, him and my mom, and they could see that I was truly repentant. I wanted to change. 6 years I was on drugs, and they knelt down, and I invited Christ into my life, and this is what happened.
So, it's been a pretty crazy week. I woke up Wednesday morning, flew to Dallas, and did a show there. Then that night, Thursday night, I did a conference. Then I woke up today in Colorado and just did Desperation Conference. I spoke and I immediately came home because I needed rest. I got to wake up in the morning about 7:30 or 8 to be at the airport because we got to fly to Kansas City. We're going to do a big event in Kansas City that's going to be awesome. Mercy Me's going to be there. Barlow Girl's going to be there. Third Day's going to be there. It's going to be crazy. I am getting ready for bed. I crash. You know, if you don't sleep, you don't have a voice. So, you are with Matt Pitt on the road. This is what we do. We hit 3 or 4 cities a week, and we preach the gospel, and we see thousands saved, like you said tonight. And then I come home, and I rest, and I pray that God gives me sleep tonight because I'm going to be grumpy in the morning.
How about me and Bird getting these airports, we just play. They don't know what to think of us.
What's up? It's your boy Matt Pitt. We just landed in our 3rd city this week. We saw God move in Texas Thursday night. We saw God move Friday night in Colorado, and now we are in Kansas City. I'm about to do a show with Barlow Girl, Family Force 5. Third day, and it is going to be off the charts tonight. Get ready. Some lives are going to be rocked. 3rd city, and then we're back in Birmingham. We are late.
Okay.
He said the band that's on stage,
Okay.
I'm supposed to be on right after them, so probably right when we walk up there, I'll be walking right out on stage.
We're a little late.
A little late,
Oh my goodness.
or now we're more late.
Hey, Shane, I'm pulling the Oceans of Fun entrance, and I got this security guard don't know where the heck we're talking about. I'm telling that. I need to go to the office on top of the hill, the amphitheater on top of the hill. I got to go by the gate under the roller coaster. Do I keep going in the main entrance or this one to the right?
What's up, Kansas City? Make some noise! I said make some noise! It'd be a total of 4 cities this week. Think about it. Starting from Tuesday to now. I'm beyond exhausted. The other 3 events were indoors, so it could capture and hold my voice. This one's outdoors, and I'm competing with roller coasters right next to me. Roller coasters are flying down. I've got to be so loud that they don't even hear it. I'm gonna be tired. Now I've got to go prepare and think about what we're gonna do Tuesday, because it's back to the basement. That's the life. Bro, ask him last night about fell off the stage. I was so tired. I didn't even know where I was. Desperation Band.
I'm telling you, that whole setup, dude, is
They're
crazy.
stupid. I mean, it's ridiculous what they do.
Hey, that whole setup.
Oh, but beyond, I mean, yeah, it was crazy. This is how it is every week during the summer. What we do is we usually I get home on Mondays, prepare for Tuesdays. We do Tuesday night, the basement, which is my heart. And then God calls me out to evangelize. And so I usually leave on Wednesday nights. I arrive, preach somewhere on Thursday nights, then wake up, fly out somewhere else, preach somewhere on Friday nights, then wake up, fly out somewhere else, preach on Saturday nights, then wake up, fly back home on Sunday evening so that I can catch a little bit of rest on Sunday night and then get back up Monday and start it all over again. It's pretty busy. It's crazy. This guy asked me earlier in the trip. He said, "Man, I just want to be doing what you're doing. I want to be traveling and speaking." And I thought, man, I wish it was that easy, because that ain't what it is. People forget about the preparation, the study, the get ready, the layovers, the hours and hours of an airport. I mean, I live in an airport. If you took my week out and you looked at the time slots, I'd be in an airport more than I am anything, or a hotel. And you know, it's the gospel that makes it fun. It's knowing that people's lives are going to be changed. It's knowing that people are going to get hope. That somebody might look at me, as messed up as my life is, and think, man, you know, if that dude can do it, I can do it. And then you got people like Bird. He makes it even funner to be on the road with, because we just laugh at each other. Come on, Bird. Let's do it. Come on, fast. So, you've been with Matt Pitt and Birdman on the road. You got to come out for a week and see what it's like to go into cities, preach the word of God, see people get saved, see people get fired up, see people get crunk for Christ. We hope you've enjoyed it. We've got a lot more footage to show you. You're gonna have to stay tuned to find out what's going down. We're gonna show you more on the road stuff, more stuff happening at the basement. But right now we're about to go in and clock out and go to bed. It's your boy, Holla Back.
Our crib, you gotta go.
Gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
It's our crib.
With our hands up high, we're screaming, whoa, oh, oh, whoa.
Well, it's Sunday. We have preached 3 times this weekend. We're ready to come back to Birmingham, Alabama. We are about to be there, back home. See you there. Ha!
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
As you can see, all these trips were different, and everybody that got saved or something happened in their life came from a different story, or for some way God touched their heart. You know, if I could sum up everything that I said, I would just simply say that God has a plan for everybody, and He would have it that none should perish. Maybe you're watching this show and you go, man, I believe God's got a plan for me, and I definitely don't want to perish. Well, we want to pray with you. We got people standing by at steelroots.com waiting to pray with you, because you got to remember, you were made for such a time as this. Say that again.
You need to be able to take $10,000. Just take $10,000 in cash. Lay it down on your carport. Pour lighter fluid on it. Throw a match and watch it burn. If you can sit there and watch it burn without stomping it out,
oh my God,
then you can be an entertainment promoter.
I've always wondered why he's so laid back and he don't care about nothing. And that just made me understand. Totally.
See what, you know, I can't imagine being a normal concert promoter. You know, because it's just about, you know, a lot of times it's just about the money.
Right.
You know, what we promote is
the word.
eternal, it's everlasting. You know, it's
Souls.
treasure in heaven. We can lose money here tonight, but if we know that one person was changed,
Right.
their life was saved, then God's going to restore it.
And how many were saved?
Hundreds.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's always worth it. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't even bring preachers in. They just do pure music. And the word is in the music, but the Premier Productions make sure on everything they do that they put the word in it. And that's why we have so many people saved.
Think about it like this. My brother only went to one concert. Had there not been a speaker there, had there not been a preacher there, he'd be in hell right now. So everything we do, people want to know the truth. They're going to know the gospel.
That's right.
They're going to be entertained. Family Force 5 is about to go on.
Oh, they're going to be nuts. Yeah.
But they're also going to know about the love of God.
His brother went to one Christian concert. That was the only one he had, and then died.
18 months after that concert, he passed away on Christmas Day.
He was working in a sand mill at the time, and God said, how many other brothers can we save if you'll get out of this sand mill and you'll start doing this all over the world? And now he's doing it everywhere. That is hilarious. And he uses my goofy self. The goobers of all goobers.
God is doing so many things right here. It's amazing.
My brother.
All right, so Justin talks about how he can play tennis and all that. So we're about to see today his skills. I know he's supposedly good at everything. We're going to see if he's good at tennis, see what he's made of. Let's do this. Hold on, give me one more. Give me one more.
My turn. My turn.
Dude, Justin, do not hit it like a baseball, for real. Don't hit it like a baseball, for real. Oh! So.
I'll give you one more chance.
One chance?
Just because you're the winner.